Joel is one of the greatest video game players ever. He focused that formidable skill set on just a couple titles. But those people know how to play those titles. They know that this person, Joel David West, is as in Frenzy and Berserk. He's as good as the gamer probably has ever gotten. The level of focus and the huge level of challenge that the game gives to the player is just almost unmatched. But you won't know that unless you actually play Berserk and Frenzy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our favorite Southern boy being inducted is the Golden Age, Joe West, the Golden Age gamer for the class of 2017. Very honored to give you the mic, and you tell us how you feel.
You can't hide his accent.
Thank you all very much. Esteemed members of the board, current and past inductees, and finally, the founder of this organization, Mr. Walter Day. I'm proud and here to accept this honor because this is one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me in my life. I love video gaming. Coming to Ottumwa in that cold November of 1982 actually changed my life. And I want to make sure you understand that it is an honor to be here. Our numbers may be small, but you know, the people that are here are dedicated. That I appreciate about every one of you. The Bertlows, the way they've been running the arcade today. Julie in the museum. The children. All these folks have really just made this event wonderful and possible while we're here. And, you know, this has really been a banner week for me. Here I am on Saturday night being inducted into the International Video Game Hall of Fame. And on Wednesday of this week, I'm sitting alone, minding my own business, and all of a sudden I get a text from the President of the United States. What a week. Okay. I thought I was special. Okay. Well, anyway, wanted to cover a few things here a little bit differently than, you know, I would normally tell you about things, but let me just take some of my notes here, which I've changed during this whole thing. One thing I want to reiterate is being up here as an inductee requires, it's an honor, of course, but it requires responsibility from this point on. Everyone cherishes this honor. I can tell you I cherished it for years, just like everyone else did. Few received it because of time constraints, but fewer perform it once they receive it. So we as inductees have a responsibility to carry the banner of video gaming forward from this point on. As far as particulars of this, of knowing what my achievements were and whatever, I would rather you watch me play than me tell you about what I've done. Of course, Berserk and Frenzy I love, and I love the marathon. Don't know why I have that crazy gene in me, but I love the marathon. I'm in the 50-hour plus club, and I've been over 40 hours 14 different times. And with this man in the white suit here, I share an honor. At the end of 1982, the goldenest year of the golden age of gaming, we each had 5 video game world records. To me, he had the most popular, and you see where he's made his hair grow and everything. Mine's starting to fall out, and I have a harder game. So I appreciate being in that category with Bill Mitchell. He's a wonderful guy and a wonderful friend, and I appreciate him. In addition to that, I've got to travel with Walter and Billy for the last several years, going to events and so forth around the country. It's taken me to 41 different states, through them, in them, around them. And I've got to meet a lot of people just like all of you. A lot of people here have traveled from many different states, many different countries. And That's because what Walter founded, what Jerry is continuing, has touched so many hearts and lives because video games are great. Some of these shows I go to, people come up to me at the table while Walter and Billy are out being Walter and Billy. Now, that's another story altogether, being Walter and Billy. But I'm there at the table, and I had a woman that came up to me one time recently, and she said, I hate video games. That's all my husband does. And I said, why do you hate video games? Because that's all he does. I said, do your children like them? My children love them, and they love him because he plays with them all the time. I said, where does he have them at? She said, in the basement. I said, okay. I said, does he go bowling? No. Does he go golfing and spend hundreds of dollars a month on golfing? No. Does he go out drinking and carousing possibly with other women? No. I said, what's your problem? I said, your husband's home, being a father, getting his children to laugh, and you're there upstairs pouting probably. Oh, she didn't like that. But I have kind of been known to say what I think. Anyway, we talked for about 15 minutes, and she finally realized that she should get out there and try to play instead of being so hateful about video games. Come to find out that she tried to play Ms. Pac-Man one time back in the 80s, and she wasn't very good at it, so she hated them ever since. So video games bring families together, great friends together, people like us, people like you together. And I love the idea of ambassadors that Jerry introduced, because as inductees, we've accomplished quite a bit of things, as well as in video gaming, but our responsibility doesn't end with this award. It's just a new beginning for us. We need to go out and tell others. We need to keep this hobby going. We need to keep we want our grandchildren to be a part of this. We want our friends to be a part of it. And by helping with the Hall of Fame, we may be inducted. Those of us up here tonight may be inducted, but you're infected or you wouldn't be here on a Saturday night. So what I'm asking you to do is the same thing I'm going to do, is I'm going to double down and try to help this Hall of Fame. Michael Klug quoted a verse out of the Bible that I quoted all the time a while ago. Iron sharpens iron as one friend sharpens another. We can help each other, help Jerry and the Hall of Fame if we put our minds to it. There's also another verse that I want to bring forth. It's out of Zechariah chapter 4. And what it says is simply this: do not despise small beginnings. This is a small beginning, but it's a good beginning. And the verse continues, do not despise small beginnings, because rejoice when you see the plumb line in the master's hand as he builds. This thing is going to build. This thing is going to get bigger. The plumb line is the level that is used to, anybody knows anything about construction, to increase something, to build it from the ground up, all the way to the roof. So as Jerry holds the plumb line, we're going to help him. I would rather this induction be about the Hall of Fame than me. You see me play, you see me play. I think I can do my job if you see me play. I'm not going to stand up here and tell you about all the things I've done. I love video games. And I have loved and have found so many dear friends as I've gone around the country. And with these two right here, I had experiences that would give a book. Billy Mitchell has saved me from a traffic ticket and going to jail in California. Walter Day has saved me right here in Iowa by not even being in the car, but his picture on a paper, on newspaper in the front seat saved me from getting a ticket. So I've had a lot of interesting experiences, believe me. But Todd, I ask you to pull up something. This is a letter that I received from Twin Galaxies back in 1982. And it shows so I was the first person to ever have 2 letters from this. I have 4 letters that show that I had 3, 4, and 5. And of course I had This letter right here, I think it's valuable. I've been asked to give it to so many different places. I decided that I'm going to donate this letter, what's in the North Carolina, to this museum here because it belongs here in China. It came from a comment, it needs to come back to the comment. Okay? I was going to give it to a grandson. My grandson Jason inspired me to double down in video gaming some years back. When he was 5 years old, and now he's 16. When he was 5 years old, he sat on my knee and I was playing some games with him on the computer. And I told him about what had happened here in the early 80s with myself and some of the things I accomplished. That's why I don't like talking about myself much, because he set me straight pretty quick. He said, Papa, that's great. 5 years old. Papa, that's great. But what have you done lately? And so I do promise that I've had some health problems recently, some severe ones, but I'm going to recover, and I'm going to still go for that 100-hour continuous video game without a break marathon. Okay, and it's going to be relatively soon, but not right now. I'm still recovering. But I wanted to let you know that you are important people to be here tonight. Every one of you. Every one of you. We have a lot of great people inducted tonight, a lot of great different variations of video gaming. And some of you here are what you would consider just fans. But there are no unimportant people in this place tonight. There are no unimportant people watching the stream. If we all buckle down, we can make this thing grow and build up and become even greater. And our memories can be even more sacred in the future. The legacy of Walter Day and now Jerry Byron can continue to grow. And we can be a part of that. So I challenge all of you to do that. I ask for you to do that, and it'll be a wonderful thing. Thank you for this honor. It's the greatest thing that I can remember except the birth of my grandchildren. Thank you very much.